So proud to be here today. I need to tell you basically three things. Number one, fracking is a disaster unfolding across Pennsylvania of unprecedented proportions. The gas industry is contaminating water supplies, air, and people's homes everywhere it goes. Fayette County, Greene County, Washington County, Tioga County, Susquehanna County,
Bradford County,
Westmoreland, Bradford County, Bedford County, all across the state. Everywhere this industry goes, they destroy people's lives. They're injecting toxins under the ground that will stay there forever. Every day I hear from a new person. I've talked to hundreds and hundreds of people across America. As you know, after the film Gasland, I went on a tour after it came out. I went on a tour to 150 cities in the United States. I heard the same story everywhere I went. 30 states. I've been to 20 countries on 5 continents. You are standing here today with people all across the world. And I do believe this is probably the biggest anti-gas drilling rally that I have seen. So congratulate yourselves on that. The second thing I want to talk about is the threat to Philadelphia's water. You know, fracking fits into a pattern of extreme energy development across the world. You've probably heard a little something about deep water drilling, right? You remember what happened to those people in the Gulf? That crisis is not over. Don't let anyone tell you seafood from the Gulf is safe. It's not. Thank you. We're running out of fossil fuels. We know we are. Instead of doing the logical thing, the rational thing, the scientific thing, the civilized thing, which is to move our society to renewable energy as fast as possible, to wind, to solar, to geothermal, to hydropower, to sustainable forms of energy, what the energy industries have decided to do is go insane. They're developing ever more extreme, ever more contaminating forms of energy development. Deep water drilling is one of them. Mountaintop removal for coal is another one. You just blow up a mountain. Let's just blow up a whole series of mountains so we can burn the rocks inside. Tar sands, I'm getting to. Thank you. I'm getting props from the audience. I was asked by Bill McKibben and Naomi Klein to participate in a civil disobedience action in front of the White House 2 weeks ago. Against the tar sands that uses fracked gas from Canada to make oil to send to America through a pipeline to send overseas. They're despoiling an area the size of Florida. But let me tell you what I really know about fracking. Fracking is destroying an area the size of Pennsylvania, the size of Colorado, the size of Texas, the size of Wyoming. And it will, if we don't stop it, New York. But I have bad news. Your water comes from where I live, the upper Delaware River Basin, Pennsylvania, the border of Pennsylvania and New York. That region is controlled by the Delaware River Basin Commission, which is the 4 governors of the states involved, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York, and Delaware, and a representative from the federal government, the Army Corps of Engineers, the Obama administration. The Delaware River Basin Commission decides if they frack or they don't in your watershed. They decide if you get Halliburton chemicals in your water. They decide if you get radioactive wastewater in your water. You guys drink right out of the Delaware. This is very, very personal today. Yesterday, the Delaware River Basin Commission announced that they were holding a meeting they are going to be holding a meeting on October 21st. They did not tell us what they are going to say at that meeting. We need to know, because at that meeting, they could decide to to grant permit by rule to develop 20,000 gas wells in the Delaware River Basin and destroy that river, sacrifice that river, and sacrifice your water supply. October 21st is the meeting. It was announced yesterday.
Where?
In West Trenton. We'll get to that. What this means is that you right now here in the city of Philadelphia are facing an unprecedented threat to the contamination of your public water supply. When you get in the shower, when you put your children in the bath, when you drink your tap water, you will be, it won't be known what you're drinking if they do that fracking in the Delaware River Basin. And they are planning 22,000 gas wells, the last I heard.
They gotta stop.
So they're supposed to come out with a statement, but they're hiding behind a fence. They're saying, we're not going to tell you what we're going to decide. Well, guess what? They have a week to decide, as of right now, to tell me what they're going to do.
Yeah, right?
Because if they tell me they're going to ratify those drilling regulations and start drilling, we're going to shut them down. I want all of you on October 21st at the Delaware River Basin Commission in West Trenton, New Jersey, to come and shut them down. This has been going on for 3 years. You know, as an activist and also as an artist, right, it's very hard to figure out if you're doing enough. It's a neurotic kind of problem. You know, you sit there and you're like, am I doing enough today? Could I be doing more? The worry, it's like having a little mini jail cell in your mind all the time. Going on since I heard about this 3.5 years ago when I got the proposal to lease my land in the upper Delaware River Basin, which of course I rejected. I'll tell you something about getting arrested. When I was in the paddy wagon next to my good friend David Braun over here, with the cuffs on behind my back, thinking how happy I was that I didn't have to check my BlackBerry. I was also free. I didn't have to be doing anything else to stop this that day. That was the first time that weight came off of my mind. I mean, it's the truth. It is the truth. That is my experience. Being handcuffed and driven to a police precinct in Washington, D.C. after getting arrested in front of the White House. That's when I felt free. That's when I felt that I couldn't do anything more in my power. That's what I'm asking of you today. Rallies like this are good. We need rallies like this. We need them for the TV cameras. We need them for the passing traffic. We need them because they're fun and they're great. But what we really need is every single one of you guys to show up at the Delaware River Basin Commission. And if they tell us they're going to allow fracking in your watershed, then it's time to get in the paddy wagon. Then it's time to say, you know what? We are taking a stand now. Because that's the way we win. That is the way we win. And if we do that on October 21st, and they permit it anyway, and we show up at the well sites and blockade the well sites, that is the way we are going to win. That is the way every single one of these struggles was won, from the suffragettes to the civil rights movement to labor unions. Every single major advancement in our civilization that we know was won by one tool: civil disobedience. Or, if you want to think about it that way, a brief vacation from your worry and from your BlackBerry. I'm telling you, it's worth it. Because there is no other choice. You are cornered like I am cornered. We are cornered. We have to fight back.
People united!
And that is the way that we will win. We won't win by doing backroom negotiations in the state assembly. We won't win by trying to get a bill through Congress. We are going to win by taking the power back that we have as people, by saying enough is enough.